This podcast is brought to you by the Alien Soda Company, your connection to pop culture and paranormal-themed merch. AlienSodaCompany.shop for all things out of this world.
All right, on this episode of the Paranormal Mind Podcast, we are going to be talking about the Overtoun House and Bridge in Scotland.
Okay, sounds good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Paranormal Mind Podcast. I know what's coming.
Everybody! Yeah.
Again, we have producer Mandy, which is Josh's wife here, and she
Hello.
she doesn't look even remotely surprised at this weird soundboard crap.
The people
do love it.
I do it for the people.
Now it's an inside joke.
You
That
don't
is
do
true.
it for the people at all.
It is. The joke now, it's like, what's up, everybody?
Yeah, I know. Every time we go somewhere, it's
Oh my
like you
gosh,
have some
dude.
random
We need
person
to make a
in the
shirt.
crowd that says it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. I love it.
It is kind of, it's cool, but then at the same time, I'm like, oh my God. Of all the things to catch on, that catches on.
That is something
Wow.
really funny, though, right? Is like, as we do all of these things, like finding these little pieces that people really latch onto. It's really funny.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's things that you wouldn't expect to catch on, but it does.
That's the things that they like. It's cool.
Just like the hashtag poor Shane thing, which I'm to this day is like, they'll be like, oh, poor Shane, like out of the blue,
Yeah,
like even
still
when it's
today.
not paranormal related.
Yeah.
Like if somebody cracks a joke at me, oh, hashtag poor Shane, I'm like,
And we're going to bring those shirts back, y'all. We're bringing the Poor Shane shirts back.
We need a what's up, everybody?
Yeah, we
we've
need
been
that.
talking about that too.
We were like, we need one for Josh, and we need to bring the poor Shane ones back only because people ask about it all the time.
we get asked about
But
them
the
all
What's
time.
Up Everybody one, I think, would really sell
What's
well.
up, everybody?
Yeah. So anyway, we are going to be talking about the Overtoun House and Bridge, but primarily the bridge.
Okay.
Which is freaking wild. And it's kind of sad. It's going to make y'all sad.
I've Googled it and I'm furious.
It's going to make you sad.
Oh, man. Does it involve
I
dogs?
cannot
Oh,
believe
yeah.
that you will let me see.
I
it
don't
for
know. I've never.
All right, look, we're jumping ahead. Let's not jump ahead. Let's talk.
Oh,
let's talk
no.
about the house first, okay?
Poor George Bailey.
Yep. So there's, yeah, y'all are gonna be sad. So there's this crazy mansion in Scotland called the Overtoun House. I mean, this place looks straight out of a movie, and it's actually been in some movies, okay? So it's this massive country house built in the 1860s, and it's got this whole Scottish baronial architectural vibe going on. It's sitting on a hill overlooking the River Clyde, and the view is just amazing. Now, here's where it gets wild. This James White dude, a big shot from the chemical business, bought the place in 1859. He wanted to build this epic mansion, and he got this architect, James Smith, to design it. The irony, Smith's daughter, Madeline Smith, was a murder suspect.
Oh.
Yeah, can you believe that? So anyway, after James White passed, his son, John White, takes over. He even becomes a lord, getting the title Baron Overtoun. But man, this family had drama. When John dies without kids, his nephew gets the house. But check this out. Instead of living in it, he just gives it away to the town of Dumbarton.
Just
God,
hands it over.
I can't pronounce this crap. Dumbarton.
Got him.
Got him. Yeah, so if y'all are listening and you're of Scottish heritage, I am so sorry for mispronouncing all of this crap. I am so sorry. But he just gives it away to the town in 1938, just hands it over. During World War II, they turned it into a recovery spot for injured soldiers. Then it became a maternity hospital. Over the years, there were fires, religious groups taking over, and even this quality of life experiment by the government. Weird
What?
stuff. Yeah. What's that about?
What?
Weird stuff. So here's a fun fact. They use this house in some movies, like I talked about. You ever watch Cloud Atlas?
Yep.
Okay. So that's Overtoun House in there.
Okay.
And there's a music video by Caro Emerald. It's like I Belong to You, some
I don't know.
song. It was shot there. But here's where it gets dark. Okay. Now y'all brace yourselves.
Oh my God.
Brace yourselves
I don't like
because
this.
it's about to get a little dark. Okay. So there's this bridge in Scotland. It's called the Overtoun Bridge. Now get this. It's near this old place, the Overtoun House that we talked about, that was built back in the 1800s. So this bridge has been standing since 1895 and it's got some stories. Let's see. So you know about some of the places we talk about that's just got weird vibes?
Yeah.
Well, since the 1950s, dogs have been leaping off of this bridge.
Do what?
Seemingly for no reason at all. They call it the dog suicide bridge, which is super dark. It is super dark. Mandy, wipe the tears. Wipe the tears.
Look, I frequent doesthedogdie.com. I will get up and walk out of a movie if the dog dies. I will
She doesn't
stop
want any
reading
part
a
of
book.
I know. And this is why I wanted to. I didn't know that you were going to be helping produce
Josh did
today.
this to me. This is your
So
fault.
Josh,
I didn't know either.
Oh.
It's just life.
so I mean, why would a dog just jump off of a bridge? Like, think about that.
George Bailey.
You better not, little boy.
Why would y'all don't let him away from your sight
That's
anyway?
true.
Do you have anything
He
to
doesn't
say
even
about
go
this,
outside.
George?
He's still in the show. He's like, what? Dogs jumping
Oh,
off bridges? That's what his face
Patreon
looks
members
like.
got to see that cute little face.
Oh, look
my
at it. Yeah, so
baby.
if you're listening to the audio and you're not a patron member,
You just
become
missed.
one. Patreon.com/searchers believe. Thank you, George Bailey,
Selfless plug.
for helping us out with that.
He's like, I'm going back
He's
to
like,
sleep.
I'm going back to
I'm
sleep.
not going to jump off a bridge. I don't go outside.
Yeah,
So
he's like,
why
think
would they
about that
jump
life.
off a bridge? Any
Wonder if it's
ideas?
something
Y'all are
environmental.
dog people, so what
I
would
think they
cause
would
them to?
smell something.
Or is there something messing with their brains there? I wish something would mess with that dog's brain.
She doesn't have a brain. We,
So
you probably can't hear it, but
So just a little side note real quick. Y'all saw George Bailey, Josh and Mandy's dog, and you know that he's the favorite because
Yeah.
he's the only one inside and
He's
the other
my
ones
soulmate.
the other ones are freezing outside scratching at the door to get in.
Help me.
They're like, "Oh shit, I'm so cold." Mom,
You would-
Dad.
Tallulah's too
you would
chunky
think
to
that
be
we
cold.
treat them like awful.
Tallulah's too chunky to be cold out there. The rest of them like it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Y'all
George
treat
Bailey is.
y'all treat these dogs better than any
Most
parents
children.
treat their kids.
Yeah, they have a better life. They go on vacation.
They have a better life than I.
Yeah. I mean, George Bailey's got a cool little outfit going on. Like he's
just sitting there.
constantly pampered. I don't even think his paws have to touch the ground if they don't
No.
if
No.
if they
Of
don't
course
need
not.
to. He's always carried.
So don't listen to this story, Georgie. We're not taking you to this bridge.
That's right.
ever.
Don't listen. But it strikes me as odd that a dog would just jump off of a bridge.
Yeah, I
It's
wonder-
weird.
Yeah. Do they
Again,
smell
it
something
smells
that just
something.
makes them go crazy, or is
Something
there
with their
something
ears, maybe
messing
Maybe
with the
there's a-
physiology of their brain?
Yeah, so there's been countless reports of this with dogs either getting seriously injured or dying.
Mm.
Sad. Some say it's paranormal, some think it's natural, but nobody really knows. Now, this one guy, Kenneth, oh God,
Oh God.
Michael, Michael, it's Meikel.
I'm gonna bring this one back.
What did he say?
Oh, no, Meikle, excuse me. Yeah, I know you're bringing that back.
Makel?
I haven't
I
done
would
that
say
one in a long
Makel.
time. though.
Makel. Yeah, you're the
Makel? Oh yeah,
the
she-
reader of books. So
and yeah, she's all about literature. And,
Makel sounds
And
right.
the last time I checked, Ancestry.com said I'm a quarter Scottish. So.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. So it better be pronounced right. So Kenneth Makel, we'll go with that. Kenneth Makel, back in 2004, was out with his family and his golden retriever. Out of nowhere, the dog just bolts and jumps off the bridge. The dog lived, but it was all kinds of messed up after that. There was some lasting effects, let's just say that. But that's just one story. There are loads of other reports. But the weirdest thing is the theories behind it. Some people, like Bob Hill, who lives in the Overtoun House, thinks that the sense of minks or other animals might be driving these dog nuts, making them leap off. Then there's David Sands, a canine psychologist, who thinks it could be the combination of the bridge's appearance and the smell of mink urine.
Mm.
No urine's going to make me jump off of a
No.
bridge.
Why is
What is
urine
that
a
in the
theme
air?
of the episodes we're recording?
Yeah, the episode we recorded before had urine in it too. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Synchronicity, I guess. But dude, some local hunter was like, "No, there's no minks here." So who really knows? Like,
Yeah.
they're I don't know where they came up with the mink thing,
Yeah,
but they
that's
said there's no
weird.
minks around. So the Scottish animal protection people even looked into it, but came up empty. And man, the place has a dark human history too. Some guy, Kelvin Moy, in 1994, threw his own baby off the bridge because he thought the kid was the devil. Thought the kid had demons in him.
Well, you know, we were talking about
Threw the
black-eyed
baby off.
children, and we'll just yeet them out of our door. That guy was just like,
I will more than yeet a kid out of my door. Yeah.
he went for the pass.
But you know, at the same time, that's sad. It's a baby
Yeah.
that was
that's
just
awful.
tossed off yeeted off a bridge.
Just like I'm like over here doing the football motion.
You are Satan. You are Satan. Get out of here. Go on now.
Get whoosh, Hail Mary.
And then he tries to off himself, but ends up in a mental hospital instead. Yeah, go figure. It's crazy. So I've heard that locals think there's some paranormal stuff going on there too. Like the bridge and the house have these dark spirits that are not just humans or animals, or not, excuse me, let me start over. So the bridge and the house have dark spirits that not just humans, but even animals can sense. So that could be a reason why the animals are being affected on the bridge. That's some of the theories involved there. So a little bit of background. The Overtoun Bridge is a granite bridge located near the village of Milton in Dumbarton is what I'm
That
calling
thing's made
it,
out of rock
in Scotland.
crazy.
Built in 1895, it crosses over the Overtoun Burn,
cow.
which is a small river. The bridge is adjacent to Overtoun House, a 19th century country house. So since the 1960s, the bridge has been notorious for the inexplicable number of dogs that have leapt from it, often to their deaths, onto the waterfalls below. What makes the phenomenon more puzzling is that the dogs tend to jump from the same side in clear weather, and they are breeds with long snouts. So most of the animals, most of the dogs have long snouts. It's clear weather.
Tallulah can't jump that high. She's fine.
Well, we're nowhere near Scotland, so I think
Cannonball.
But it's strange. So it is estimated that over 50 dogs have died as a result of
Holy
leaping from the
cow.
bridge. Over 50.
Why do people keep letting their dogs around this bridge?
I don't know. Maybe
My
they're like, hey,
God.
let me test this theory. I don't like this dog too much. Come on, Scruffy, get over here.
They probably bring their whole family over there, and they're like, know what they say.
Yeah.
I hear that dogs leap to their death
Well-
here, and then
well,
there
it's
goes their dog.
Well, it's like local in Columbus, there's Crybaby Bridge, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that just go just to see if anything will happen. What if they take their dog?
There goes Fido.
Yeah, they take Fido and they're like, you know what? Fido wouldn't do this. It's out of character. Next thing you know, Fido leaps.
They're like, I don't
And they're
believe
like,
in this nonsense.
No! They're like, no, it's true. Oh my God, this is horrible. This
That is
taking
definitely,
a-
that is 100% something somebody would do, though.
It's taking a dark turn for sure. But it's sad. So over 50 dogs have died from leaping from the bridge, and many have survived the jump. Additionally, the phenomenon happens at such a regular rate that it's said about one dog per month
Oh my God.
leaps
hate
from the
this.
bridge. One dog per month.
That is crazy. The DB Cooper of dogs there.
Yeah. It's very weird. Here's some possible explanations about what could be going on. All right. Sensory overload. Some animal behaviorists believe that the dogs might be getting overwhelmed due to a combination of the scent of minks, pine trees, and the sound of the running water below. This sensory overload might drive them to leap impulsively.
That's a good point. I wonder if the waterfall is producing some sort of frequency that is like driving them crazy.
That is possible. It could be, or it could be something to where, you know, they're hearing it and they're like, oh, I got to go check this out. What is it? You know,
Like,
I mean,
like pigeons or birds that run into windows and stuff. Like, just
well, I mean,
kill themselves.
And hell, we've even heard of freaking fish that make sound in the water that, you know, people can hear.
Yeah.
Who knows that they couldn't be hearing something and they're drawn to it.
Not to jump off subject too much, but
Jump off part. Did you mean to say that, Josh?
I didn't.
Wow. How insensitive can you be?
Yeah, that's true.
Not to jump off too quickly, but go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off. Wow, that was just a little
Wow.
insensitive there, buddy.
I saw a video on like Instagram Reels or something about a mysterious hum yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Synchronicity, man.
Yeah.
We just talked about that on our podcast. You can go check it out. Just go listen to some of our past episodes. But anyway, so visual elements. Others have speculated that the bridge's design or the visual appearance of the surroundings might confuse or entice dogs, leading them to jump. And then there's the paranormal theories, given the bridge's location near the old Overtoun House and the general history of the area. Some locals and paranormal enthusiasts believe that the bridge or this surrounding area might be haunted.
It is interesting that a guy threw his baby off there too.
Yeah, we're I was about to get to that. And the tragic event in 1994 when he threw his 2-week-old son off the bridge. 2-week-old. Believing him to be the incarnation of Satan. The man later attempted suicide several times, including an attempt at the same bridge. The tragic event further fueled the bridge's reputation for being a place of negative energy or even possibly cursed. So the current state of the bridge, local authorities have put up signs advising dog owners to keep their pets on leashes, which you would think you would do that anyway when you're outside. But keep their dogs on leashes while crossing the bridge. There's George Bailey. Check out some things. Some residents avoid the bridge entirely, while others remain skeptical about any supernatural reasons behind the phenomena. The Overtoun Bridge mystery has been covered by numerous media outlets, documentaries, and paranormal investigation teams. While many theories have been put forward, no single explanation has been universally accepted. And that is the story of Overtoun House and Bridge, and y'all are welcome. Should we talk about another like a dog tragedy case or anything like that? Should we do that? Never again. Only when you're gone?
Yes.
No.
I don't want to listen to them though.
I know it's sad, and I knew that it would strike a nerve. That's why I talked about it. Because, this is a podcast. We give information, but it's also entertainment. I got to see you squirm a little bit, and other people got to see you squirm.
I want you to look into his eyes.
Tell him you're sorry. Look at that baby.
George Bailey. George Bailey. Your dad's the one that made a joke about jumping off of something. So, yep, look at him. He's looking at you.
My baby.
All right, but thank y'all for listening to this episode of the podcast. How long have we been going now?
This one's a 19-minute.
Yeah, see, this is what I thought our previous one was, about 20 minutes. It's so weird that it was a lot longer than that.
Let me tell you one fun fact I found.
Yeah, go ahead.
The locals, you know how like everywhere, like you said, there's a bridge in Columbus. We have Witch Hill. Like everyone has their local.
Yep.
Local lore is that it's a ghost of the White Lady of Overtoun, who lures the dogs over the bridge edge, and that she is Lady Overtoun, the troubled widow of Baron John White, whose ghost is said to haunt the estate.
Why would she be luring them?
Right,
to
but
their deaths?
there's always a white lady.
Yeah, there's always like a lady in white or
there's
something
always a
like
Sarah.
that.
Maybe she's like the Cruella de Vil.
We got to wrap this. I need to kiss George
Like
Bailey.
101 Dalmatians or something.
The ghost of Cruella.
You're going to your death. I hate dogs, so I'm just going to have them leap off of bridges.
You heard it here. Shane hates dogs.
No, I don't. Y'all do.
Give me my dog.
No, you heard it here first. Josh makes fun of them jumping off. But anyway, thank y'all for listening to the Paranormal Mind Podcast, where you know that you're going to get some weird, outlandish stories from us.
That was a good one.
About that, but
no, it was not. This was awful.
Oh, see, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Josh thinks that stories about dogs committing suicides are good.
Well, okay.
You're sleeping outside tonight.
You're sleeping outside, and the dogs are going to be in your place.
That is true.
Yeah, which happens every night anyway.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, what else is new?
Yeah, but thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for supporting. Go check out our sponsor, aliensodacompany.shop, where you can get all things out of this world, all types of merch, alien, Bigfoot, you name it. It's there. Go check it out. Join us on Patreon, patreon.com/searchersbelieve. You can see George Bailey's cute little face on there.
He's got his Halloween attire on this month.
His glow-in-the-dark skeleton suit.
We've been calling him Skeletor.
Yep. You can go check that out. Also, we have a little sponsorship where it's like buy us a drink, and we haven't done that in quite a while.
That's true. We're going to bring it back soon.
Yeah, we could do that. Josh is a little lightweight with that, so we have to like space it out some.
Those were some fun episodes.
Those were fun. But man, the first time we did it, you were drunk as hell.
Yeah, it's so funny watching the progression of those episodes.
Yeah, like you hear us slurring our words a lot more. Yeah.
Look, it's going to be
That's
even
amazing.
better when you're in the monkey's
That's
paw,
true,
and you will have
because-
an actual
Better or
legitimate
worse?
bartender.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot more hilarity. You're
For
gonna hear
sure.
a lot more hilarity.
For
Tony will
sure.
take it as a challenge.
Oh yeah, you know it.
That would be awesome. I'm down.
Yeah, he's
down.
The best mixologist we
And
need.
he's-
Probably
yeah,
kill me
yeah.
for calling him a
He is
mixologist.
good.
But
He
Yeah.
makes some good drinks for sure.
Mhm.
But thank y'all for listening again. Like I said, thank you for supporting us. And until the next episode, search us out.
See ya.